Hello, this is Welcome to Miss Simmons class part 2. So I want to address a few more things. In the previous video, I went through the steps on how you sign up for my math lab because we know that that is a requirement for the course. So there's no way around it. You have to get the my math lab. And the previous video tells you exactly how to sign up for that. If you have any problems doing that, make sure you email me. Okay, another thing I want to talk about is some stuff on the syllabus. I want to be clear about a couple of things. Homework is 10% of your grade. All of the homework is done on my math lab, but you do not need to turn that work into me, okay? The work that you do for your homework, you keep in some kind of little notebook. My suggestion is that you have some kind of notebook called, this is my 13-14 college algebra notebook. And you go in there and you label it, okay, this is section 2.1, and here are the problems that I'm working out. You don't need to turn in any of that stuff, okay? But it is very, very helpful to keep up with that stuff to help you for the exams, okay? I'm looking down at my notes. Quizzes. Quizzes are done on my math lab. That's 15% of your grade. Quizzes are done on my math lab. You get 3 attempts with the quizzes. The homework is unlimited. I didn't mention that. Homework, you can do it until you get it right. Do it over and over again. The repetition is helpful. But with the quizzes, it is 3 attempts, and I take the best out of those 3 attempts. Again, you don't need to turn in the work for your quizzes, but some of these problems, like you have to work the problems out to even put the answer in there. So keep a notebook so you know what you did with particular problems. It helps you to ask me questions too. If you have a notebook that has the work that you did in there, then it's helpful for asking me questions like, hey, I was working this problem out, this happened. Okay, next, quizzes. Quizzes are 55% of your grade, okay? Oh, wait a minute, did I say quizzes? I'm sorry, what did I just say? I hope I said exams. If I didn't, I'm gonna make the correction now. So exams are 55% of your grade. Now with your exams, you have to turn in work, okay? This is the part that I think on the syllabus it says something along the lines of make sure you put it in PDF form and yada, yada, yada. Yes, when you take your exams, you are required to turn in the work, okay? And the way that you turn in that work is you just scan it, download some type of scanning app. Cam Scanner is the one that I use often. Recently, I just discovered that you can scan directly through your iPhone. So if you have an iPhone, you can scan directly without even having an app. And I have a video on both of those. But when you turn in the work to me, I'm asking you to scan it so it can be sent to me in a PDF form. This is very important. I've given this class before, and I've had people turn in pictures, and there'll be like 10, 15 pictures, and it's like I'm glad that they're doing the work, but the pictures, I can't grade them. If I try to blow them up and grade them, it's all distorted. Like, I really need you to turn in your PDF. Along with that PDF, the problems need to be numbered, and your name needs to be on that paper. So when you turn in a PDF, your name needs to be on the paper and the problems need to be numbered, okay? You turn in the work for your exams. That is 75% of your grade, okay? The 75% of the exam grade, okay? 25% of your exam grade is just you entering the answer into my math lab, okay? So when you're working the problems, most of the problems you're gonna have to write down some work. Like there are a couple of problems here and there that you just look at and then, okay, boom, this is the answer. But for the most part in college algebra, most of the problems you have to do some type of work, and I need to see that work. The few problems that we do have that you can just look at and tell me what the answer is going to be. You don't have to write down any work for those problems. What you do is you write down that problem number and you just put NA next to that problem on your paper. And then you can just answer it in the My Math Lab, whatever answer is going to be. Because I can think of a couple of situations where there's just a graph and they want you to say yes or no or something like that, or just pick one of the answers. So there's not really too much work to be done there. So I just want to make sure I'm clear on that. Exams are 55% of your grade. Of that 55%, 75% is for the work that you turn in PDF form. And 25% is for what you put in the My Math Lab. Okay? Clear on that? And I'll be grading the work that you turn in to me. The work has to be turned in PDF form. Look for your scanning apps. If you don't have one, just let me know and I can point you in the direction of one that will work. Okay, final exam. Final exam is the same way. Final exam is 20% of your grade, and again, you are required to turn in your work, okay? 75% of your final exam grade is from the work, and 25% is the stuff that you turn into My Math Lab, okay? 13, 14 is traditional grading, A, B, C, D, F. The 0314 grade is A, B, C, and then I, P, or F. Okay, those are the grades. To get your grade in 0314, I'm requiring a weekly check-in, and you can check in with me by email, by Remind app, by logging into a Zoom meeting, any of those. I just need to hear from you at least once a week. What happens with an online class is people just disappear and they get caught up in their own lives, and it's understandable, right? But if you have that constant communication with your instructor, it's kind of like it keeps you on track, keeps you motivated. So I require that check-in once a week, and that is part of your grade. If you don't check in 1 week, then that part of your grade is going to be deducted. And then that's 50% of your grade for your 0314. And then the other 50% is what you have in My Math Lab. And anything that's 314 related in My Math Lab, I have it labeled. So if you look on the My Math Lab now, you see there's 2 assignments. There's actually more than 2, but there's 2 that's due in a couple of days. The first one is 1314. The second one is a 0314. So it will be labeled, okay? My Math Lab is required. We talked about homework, quizzes, exams. All exams, you must turn in your work. Regular exams and final exam. PDF form. If you need help with doing a PDF, please email me and let me know. WebEx. So virtual tutoring and study sessions will be done with the WebEx. The best way to join in those meetings is you have to download the WebEx meeting app. You don't have to create an account or anything like that, but you need the app. It's kind of like Zoom. If you've dealt with Zoom, which most people have dealt with Zoom, WebEx is basically a Zoom. It's a Zoom for Lone Star College. So WebEx, download the app, and then all you have to do is click on the link, and it'll take you right to my room where I will be doing tutoring sessions. The times of tutoring are on the syllabus. And as always, appointments. I'll take appointments. Why not? Set up an appointment if those times don't work. If you look at the times and they don't work, don't just think, oh, they don't work. Like, email me and say, hey, I can't meet at 12. I can't meet at 7. Can you meet at, and I'll be like, yes or no. And we'll just keep going back until we find something that works. The Remind app is helpful. It's the best way that I have seen so far to communicate with students. It's almost instant response time. But Email works fine too. So whatever one, I'll be sending messages from both. So I do weekly emails, and then with the Remind app, it's just for quick stuff. But you'll never miss anything without having if you don't have the Remind app, you're not going to miss anything, basically. You'll just get it at the end of the week. And then I have texting available whenever that is necessary. There is another online tutor. What I say about tutoring, whether it be online or face-to-face, what I tell my students about tutoring is this. And this is for any class. If your first, how do I want to phrase this? So your first choice in getting tutored should be your teacher. I'm going to be straight up. And that's this class, that's your English class, that's your science class. Like, you always want to talk to the teacher first, because what I have learned being an instructor, because I didn't know this when I was in college, but being an instructor, when students come and talk to me, I'm like, I'm going to give you stuff that's going to help you for exams, that's going to help you pass. I'm not going to give you random information. When you go to a tutor outside of your teacher, you may get hit with random information, right? Because they don't know what the teacher is testing. They don't know what the homework looks like. So they're just giving you all the information. But when students come and talk to me, I'm giving you the real deal. Like, look, you need to do this, you need to do that. It's not like I'm giving you the answer, but I'm definitely pointing you in the direction that you need to go in order to pass the class. That's your first option. Your teacher should always be your first option. If your teacher doesn't work, then you go to an outside tutor, okay? And we do have outside tutors for Lone Star. It's called Upswing. If you go to the syllabus, there's a link on there that shows you exactly how to sign up for Upswing if you want to get another online tutor. And that would not hurt my feelings. If I'm not giving you the information that you need or the help that you need, you go find it somewhere else, okay? And your goal is to get through the class. So if I'm not able to get you to understand, you find somebody that helps you understand, and I cannot fault you for that. So you have those options. You got me, you got Upswing, and you have each other. Like if you look on that app, I think y'all can kind of communicate with each other through the Remind. When I send messages, it's a mass message that I send to everyone, but I think you can kind of interact with each other. You have permission to do that. And I think that's it. I'm trying to think, is there anything else? And I'm kind of on the side because I hope I have like some visuals over here of the stuff that I'm talking about, and I can't think of anything else. After today, I'll start like the normal tutoring. So tomorrow I will be following the tutoring sessions that are on the syllabus. Okay. Any questions? Please leave them below. Because I know I probably left something out. Okay, I just remember one more app, and this is Pulse. Pulse is the app used with your D2L. It looks like that. When you log in, you go through those series of pictures, and then you have to click enter the name of your school. And I kept trying to put Lone Star College and didn't realize it said LSC S right there at the top. So you could click on that and they'll take you into the screen. And you log in like you traditionally do right here. Just log in, secure login. And once you click that button, you will get to a screen where you have to enter your username. Don't look at my username. Don't look at my password. You enter all that information in, and then it will take you into your D2L class. Now, this is my first time using this app. I just discovered it actually this weekend. And it actually makes D2L a little more user-friendly. Actually, I feel like it goes faster and you're able to see everything. It's lined up better for me. So you may want to check that out. Of course, it's free. You don't have to sign up for anything because it just uses your D2L account. So I just wanted to point that out too, because that's one more app that I wanted to point in your direction to make sure you're aware of it, because I just discovered it. I hope you learned a lot today in this video, and if you didn't get what you need, as always, just leave your comments below or you can email me. I'll see you throughout the summer.